So I recently picked up these Tsunoda diagonal cutters or side cutters. They're the 160 millimeters, which is just over 6 inches. They're the PW-302-DGs. I paid about 25 Canadian. They ship from the US. And so far, week use, it's absolutely sharp and amazing. And I'm going to show you a couple of cuts in a few moments. And the reason I went with these, and obviously I looked at the clients, looked at the channel locks, and of course I looked at the Knipex, and I think just value for money and for what I use, which is mostly DIY, I think these are going to come in handy. The steel seems pretty hard and pretty sharp, and it's going to do the job. The reason I particularly picked up these is a few months ago I decided to buy a pair of these, hoping that these would suffice for the kind of wiring I'm doing, which is the Tsunodas as well, KBN 125. This is about 5 inches, and I tried on the weekend, a couple of weekends ago, to cut 18 gauge nail, and it didn't have so much luck. But that said, I'm going to actually start with these guys and just show you how amazing they are, particularly obviously with plastic ties, and we'll end up using plastic ties, not just electrically, but I mean everywhere these days. I'm finding I use plastic ties. They have a little plastic tie puller, which is fantastic to grip it on right on the edge over there. It's a gripper, and it allows you to kind of go right to the edge and grip it up to pull any, the final tightening of it type of thing. Particularly if you take a look at how easy these guys cut. They just cut a nice, beautiful edge. And everything, I mean, I've had them for a while now, and even a piece of, this is a double piece of cardboard. It cuts it like nothing. Like this is, and look how sharp that is. Just a really amazing cut from these. So, because these were so successful, I decided I needed something with a bit of a harder steel that can cut, nails. And particularly what I enjoy with these guys was when I was cutting regular Romex wire and splitting the middles, it just really does it easily. But take a look at this. It's got a little bit, obviously, a longer blade, and it just cuts through it like nothing. Super happy with that cut type of split on that. And I'm going to show you in a few moments, everything from cutting off the insulation. It's so easy, and I took off a piece of cardboard, piece of copper in the process. So let's take a look at this. Even these guys just cuts like nothing. Like it looks like it feels like nothing. It's just no effort whatsoever to cut it, and it's a nice easy cut. Now this definitely gives you a much smoother edge and allows you to get down to the bottom with nothing showing whatsoever. So really unbelievable for particularly pull ties, and for small wiring. If you're doing a lot of electronics wiring, great, nice size too. I originally wanted the 150s. The 150s. These are the 125s, but they're very comfortable in the hand and easy to use. But for bigger wiring, 12 gauge, 14 gauge wiring, you need something with a little bit more pull to it. Not a heavy duty electrician, I'm just a DIY, so this works out really well for me in terms of cutting. And then you can see I split it at an angle there. Look at that split that I just did. Look, Game of Thrones sharp that is. So really easy to use and to get into small places, even just the little tip. And to show you on a nail, I'll just pull out quickly a small gauge nail here. So there's a small gauge nail, and I'll cut it near the end. And cuts it like it's nothing, and it's really kept its edge very nicely after a few cuts. Even I haven't used it for long, but obviously practiced with a few nails already, and no dampening whatsoever. So really nice, great pair of pliers. Very happy with it. As I said, these shipped, even though I'm in Canada, these shipped up from the States. They're the Power PW-302-DGs, and I would marry them with a pair of these. Frankly, they work really well together in my tool bag. Super happy with them. And that's all. Hope that helps. Be well.